Hello, this is the Greenplum Dataflow team. Today, I would like to introduce the GPSS RabbitMQ loading feature. It is a key feature of GPSS 1.8, which is packed in Greenplum 6.22. It loads data from RabbitMQ traditional queues or RabbitMQ streams into Greenplum Database. This is GPSS RabbitMQ job workflow. You can use the GPSS CLI utility to submit and start a job to load data from RabbitMQ into Greenplum Database. A YAML formatted configuration file, which includes load configuration parameters, is needed by GPSS CLI utilities. The Greenplum Stream Server, as a RabbitMQ consumer, ingests streaming data from a single RabbitMQ queue or stream. Then, handles the raw data in Formatter to add header information. Finally, the formatted flow data will be sent to Greenplum segments by GPF disk server using readable external tables. A connection to Greenplum master is created for running the SQL query to insert or update the data and control the transaction. The GPSS supports RabbitMQ message value data in the following formats. Binary. GPSS reads binary data from RabbitMQ only as a single byte A-type column. GPSS also supports comma-delimited text format data. You can use custom format if the data needs to be parsed by a custom formatter function. Text data separated by a configurable delimiter can be loaded into Greenplum using delimited format. And also supports JSON or JSONB format data. GPSS can read JSON data as a single object or can read a single JSON record per line. GPSS RabbitMQ job configuration file is similar to Kafka job except the source part. This is a sample RabbitMQ source section of version 2, YAML configuration file. The version parameter identifies the version of the GPSS YAML configuration file. You must specify version 2 or version 3. RabbitMQ indicates the data source is RabbitMQ. RabbitMQ input options specify the RabbitMQ server, virtual host, and queue or stream of interest using the source block. This demo shows how we use GPSS to load data from RabbitMQ queue or stream source. There are 4 main steps in this demo. In the first step, we need to create a target table. Data from RabbitMQ stream or queue will be loaded to this table in the following steps. We use pSQL to connect to our GPDB and then create a table named student. The table has 3 columns, ID, name, and age. Okay, now the target table is created successfully. In the second step, we need to prepare some RabbitMQ source data. We write some test codes to connect to RabbitMQ, declare a queue and a stream, then produce some test data. Let's take a look at the codes. There are 2 code snippets, one for classic queue and another for stream. This is the code for classic queue. We establish a connection with RabbitMQ using AMQP protocol, declare a queue named students queue, and then produce 5 messages to the queue. Now let's execute the code. This is the code for stream. We establish the connection with RabbitMQ using RabbitMQ stream protocol, declare a stream named students stream, and then produce 5 messages to the stream. Now let's execute this code too. Okay, now we can go to RabbitMQ management to check the result. Good, we can see students queue and student stream are created successfully, and they both have 5 messages ready. Now let's start the third step. In this step, we'll prepare 2 GPSS job configuration files to load data from queue and stream. The configuration files include parameters that identify the source RabbitMQ data and information about the GPDB connection and target table, as well as error and commit thresholds for the operation. This is the GPSS job configuration file for students queue. We specify RabbitMQ server and queue name in the source block. This is the GPSS job configuration file for student stream, and similarly we specify RabbitMQ server and stream name in the source block. Now everything is ready, and we can start the last step. Let's start GPSS server first, and submit q.yaml to start the job. Okay, the job is finished. And we can query student table. Good, there are 5 rows in the table now. Then let's submit stream.yaml and start the job. Okay, let's query the table again. There are 10 rows in the table now. All data from Q and stream have been loaded to target table successfully. So far, the GPSS RabbitMQ data source feature has the following known issues and limitations. First of all, GPSS doesn't support SSL/TLS encryption or Kerberos authentication to RabbitMQ server. And RabbitMQ job doesn't have history table now, so it doesn't support strong consistency mode, but it still supports at least or at most mode. Thirdly, RabbitMQ job doesn't support dry run subcommand. We will keep working on it, don't have to wait too long. Thanks for your watching. You can get more information about this feature from Greenplum documentations. Hope you can try out this new feature and share feedback with us.